Good morning, my beautiful friends. This is your wake up call with Maui Paul. I am Maui Paul, and we are here today to go through one of my I am cards. We're going to go through the one of these on the top of my deck, and we're going to affirm something nice about ourselves today. I want to say thanks so much for being here. And if you tuned in last night at 9 p.m., I want to say that I'm sorry for not being here. I got caught up in some social obligations and was not here at 9 p.m. So I'm sorry if you were waiting for me and you didn't see me. I've set some alarms on my phone to make sure that doesn't happen again. But anyways, let's get started. So every single morning at 9 a.m., I pull a card off of my I am deck. This deck is full of positive affirmations. And what we're going to do is we're going to pull a card, and I'm going to ask you if you are the affirmation on the card. You're going to say, I am that affirmation. And then we're going to work through the deck together. We're going to work through that affirmation together. So today, let's just pull one off the top and say that I am evolving. I am evolving. My experiences shape my future. So I am evolving. My experiences shape my future. Are you evolving? You are evolving. Your experiences shape your future. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to write that down in the chat. I'm going to say, I am evolving. My experiences shape my future. And so now instead of just saying it, I've had to put it through my body. I've had to embody that evolution. So instead of just it being a thought or it being a word or it being some vibrations coming out of my mouth, and at this point, my brain had to engage with the idea that I am evolving just in order to put it down, in order to write it down. And that's why it's so vital to write down these affirmations. We say it because it helps us believe it, and we write it down because it helps us embody it. And we recognize it in others because it helps us to recognize it in ourselves. And indeed, we are evolving today. So good morning, Shauna. Good morning, Lauren. Good morning, Brenda Jean. I see you ladies are all here, and you are evolving. Your experiences shape your future. Yeah. Brenda Jean says, more importantly, my choices moment to moment determine my future. Darn right they do. Darn right they do. And our experiences help us to make our choices in the moment. We have experiences and that we decide what they mean. And then we make choices based on those experiences. And so we are evolving each and every day. The us that faces the world today is more experienced than the us that faced the world yesterday, having done new and different things and having had conversations that are, new and different. Like this is the ultimate version of us, and we are facing the world as this ultimate version of us. So we are evolving. And one of the key tenets of evolution and evolutionary theory, evolutionary biology even, is that we evolve traits, that we try out new traits. And if they work well, we build on them, and if they don't work well, we don't. And so what Brenda Jean says, choices moment to moment determine her future. Well, yes, indeed they do. And when we make a choice, sometimes it works out well. And sometimes it doesn't work out as well as we thought it would. Sometimes it works out amazingly well. And when it works out amazingly well, we double down on that choice. We're like, okay, well, that worked out amazing. Let's do that twice. We love to think that we can predict the future by doing the same thing that we did in the past. And for the most part, it works well. And so we are evolving. I chose this graphic for evolving because I love the spiral aspects of it. Because I believe that evolution doesn't happen in a straight line. I believe it happens in a spiral toward an ultimate goal. And in those spirals, there's all kinds of other little spirals that are kicking off of them. And those little spirals that are kicking off are decisions that we've made that we didn't necessarily pursue all the way down to their end because we realized that they weren't working. But all those decisions that were not working, all those fractal experiences that we've had, those make up part of a much larger whole. And that larger whole is who we are and defines us. And so we are evolving. Our experiences shape our future. Our experiences yesterday shaped our today, and our experiences today shape our tomorrow. And the choices that we make in our today shape our tomorrow, just like the choices we made in our yesterday shape our today. I think about the card I am evolving, and I think about something that happened yesterday when I missed my nightfall with Maui Paul. I recognized very quickly that that wasn't a place that I wanted to be. I felt guilty about it. I felt like I had wasted people's time, or that I had not only not met my own expectations, but also that I might have kept other people waiting because I promised to show up at a certain place. And I felt bad about it. And I thought, well, how am I going to proceed? I can't go back in time. I said, okay, well, I'm just going to do it I'm just going to do it right now. I'm just going to have another wake up call or another nightfall with Maui Paul. We're just going to do it late. We're going to do it better late than never, right? And of course, nobody shows up to it because nobody knew that it was happening. And I did it anyways. And because I felt like that was a good part of my personal evolution, that my experiences of being late for my own thing shaped my future and caused me to set some new, some alarms on my phone. I have alarms that make my house go really loud if I don't if I'm not on the internet and doing this on time. But I don't have any alarms, or I didn't as of yesterday, that make my phone bother me if I'm not doing this. And so I set those alarms. So it was really important to do that. So I am evolving, and my experiences shape my future. Something happened which I didn't like, so I made a change so that it won't happen twice. And that's how it is for all of us. So this card is our permission slip to evolve today, to recognize that our experiences, whether we like them or don't like them, shape the us that we are becoming. Brenda Jean says, um, one meal doesn't make you fat, one workout doesn't make you fit. So we need to keep making good choices whose positive changes are delayed. That's absolutely right, Brenda Jean. And something you bring up a valid point where positive changes are delayed. People who are in the statistics field call those long tails. They basically mean the the long-term effects of a choice, and how oftentimes the choices that we make don't show up for a long time, and good or bad, they don't show up for a while. And so when we get the result, we look at what happened right then to get the result, and then we think that's the thing that caused the result. And in reality, it's it's the choices that we made a long time ago. Somebody once told me, they said the cleanliness of your house is a trailing indicator of how clean you are. And I was like, yeah, you're right, because messy house doesn't happen overnight. To put it in Brenda Jean's terms, getting fat doesn't happen overnight. Neither does getting fit. And we don't eat one Twinkie and then all of a sudden gain 100 pounds. We eat one Twinkie every night for a couple of months, and we don't notice it. The first Twinkie doesn't do anything, and the 100th Twinkie doesn't do anything either. But all 100 of them combined have a huge effect. And the same thing with working out. I've noticed a lot of people who want to get fit will go to the gym and work their butt off once, and then be so sore that they don't want to go back to the gym because it's been torment for them to be there. And yet, it's not one workout that makes us fit. I see quite a few of my friends posting up like 6 month progress pictures of their choices to be fit. And the 6 month progress pictures show progress, but the 1 day progress pictures show nothing. So let's just recognize that evolution is a long-term prospect, and that the choices that we're making today and the experiences that we're having today, those things aren't going to result in rapid changes. They're going to result in very minor changes, very small changes. Good morning there, Jeffrey. I see that you are here today. You are evolving as well. So, anyways, let's just give ourselves permission to make the choices and to have the experiences and to just love those experiences and love those choices, because ultimately that stuff makes up our lives. So with that, I would say thank you guys so very much for coming by today for the wake up call. We will be here at 9 p.m. tonight to discuss this card again, I Am Evolving, and to talk about how it showed up in our lives. So until then, I want to say thank you so much for coming by, for having some fun with me. You guys are awesome. I love you. I care about you just the way that you are, and I'm excited to see and to know how you evolve today. I'll talk to you at 9 p.m. for Nightfall with Maui Paul. Until then, aloha from paradise.